Hi guys, how you guys doing? You're welcome to my channel. Before I go into today's video, I would like to appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you and thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Please, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. On today's video, we'll be cutting a Maxi flay gown with bishop collar, and it will be having a oval shape at the front. You can see the way I place my fabric when you want to cut yours. Let me just illustrate this with this paper for you guys to see. So when you want to fold this, you fold your fabric. Let's say this is the fabric, because we are cutting the front and the back. You fold into two like this, and you fold it this other way in a cone way like this. This is how to fold your fabric, and this will be the place we'll be starting our measurement. And when you want to cut this maxi flay gown, you need three measurements: the length of the gown, the shoulder, and the bust. And you can see the style we are cutting on the thumbnail. It has a sleeve, so we'll be using the length of the sleeve also, and the round sleeve. So now the length I'm working with is 63, but before we get that, we have to get the shoulder. The shoulder we are working with is 17. So 17 divided by 2, because we are dividing our shoulder by 2, give us 8.5. So this is my 8.5 here. I'll just mark this. Then now we have to create a straight line like as a guide for us. So I will check down here and see what we have. Let me start from here. 13. So I just need a straight line, so I'll connect these lines together. Now this will be where we'll be starting our measurement from the shoulder. You can see the shoulder here is 8.5, which is the shoulder. Then we have to get the chest line. To get your chest line, you divide your bust by 6. Then you add 1.5 to it. The bust I'm working with is 45. Let's see, we have 7.5. So this is the 7.5. After dividing the bust by 6, this is 7.5. Then we'll add 1.5 to this 7.5, give us 9 inches. So this 9 inches we'll be using for the chest line. This is 9 inches. Now let's get the length of the gown. The length of the gown we're working with, like I said, is 63. So I will just mark from here 63. So now let me get the length of the gown and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, I'm done with the marking of the length of the gown. I use this as a guide because my tape is not up to 150 or so. So now this is the full length of the gown. This is the guide. So when you want to measure yours, you measure from this shoulder line. You measure from the shoulder line straight down, not from this place. Don't measure from this place because you will not get the full length. So you measure from this shoulder line we have here and get your full length that way, the way I get mine. So now you can see we've gotten the chest line already. Now we just have to drop our bust measurement. So the bust measurement I'm working with is 45. 45 divided by 4 give me 11.25. So this is 11.25 here. Then I'll add 2 inches for seam allowance. So now I'll bring this shoulder line down on the chest line. We have 9 inches here. So we'll just bring this with a straight line down like this. Okay, so now we get the armhole. To get your armhole, you divide what you have here by 2, which is before you divide that, you come down by 1 inches for the shoulder slope. So mark 1 inches here for the shoulder slope. Now let's work on our neckline. Because this is a bishop neck, we'll do the neck width by 2.5 for the front. You know, we are cutting the front and back together. This is 2.5. Then we'll come down by 2.5 for the front neckline. We'll be drawing the front and the back neckline together. So this is 2.5. Then for the back, we can come down by 1 inches. So now we'll connect these necklines together. This is the front neckline, while this is the back neckline. So now we'll just make this 1 inches we came down from. We'll connect it to the neckline, which is 2.5, like this, to the shoulder slope. So now we divide the shoulder, the chest line by 2, which is 4.5, which is 8 inches. So we just divide this by 2, which is 4 inches. We come down here and mark 4 inches and come in by 0.5 inches. So now we'll connect this line. We'll come on a straight line like this to connect to this 0.5 inches from this shoulder slope, like this. And we use our French curve to get the armhole. So this is the armhole we'll be using. You can see now we are done with the armhole, we are done with the neckline. We'll just mark the bust line straight down like this. Sorry. We'll connect this straight down to the hemline. So you can see how it is. So now I'll cut this, then we'll cut the neck line of the gown. Alright guys, I'm done with the cutting of the gown, and I've cut out the back neckline, but now we're cutting out the front neckline together. You know, for the neckline we did 2.5 for the back by 1 inches, while for the front we'll be doing 2.5 by 2.5 inches. Because this is a bishop collar, we don't need the neck to come down too much. That's why I use 2.5 by 2.5. And you know, this tie has an oval shape at the front. So now we'll come down by 2.75. By the time we sew it, it will be 3 inches. And here I will mark 0.5 inches on the middle this way, like this. And I'll just connect this line. You can see the way I do it. This is how to make the oval shape at the front. So now I came down by 2.75 for the oval shape, and I came in by 0.5 inches. By the time we open it, this will be like 1 inch. We don't need it to be too wide. So this is it. So now cut this out, and I will show you how to pipe the oval shape. Alright guys, we're done with the cutting of the shape. You can see how it looks. So now I cut out 2 inches strap. I'll be using it to turn the oval shape like this. I'll fold it into 1 inches. I will be sewing it on the back of the gown, then I will turn it to the front. Then let me sew this and show you guys how I will turn it to the front. So guys, I'm done with the sewing. You can see I sew on the back of the gown. So now we'll turn this to the front like this, and we'll be sewing it like this on the front to cover it. It will be like this on the front of the gown. So now let me go and sew this and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, I'm done with the turning of the oval shape. You can see how it is. This is how it should be when we put in the collar. But now let's leave this for now and join the shoulders together. I'll be joining the front and the back shoulders together like this. So we'll join this on 1/2 inches on the shoulders. And now go to the sewing machine and join this on 1/2 inch and join this other side on 1/2 inches. Let me join this and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, I'm done with the joining of the shoulder of this gown. Now we have to join the sides on 1.5 inches. You know we added 2 inches for seam allowance. You just need a bit of ease on the gown so it will not be too tight at the bust area. So now I'll go to the sewing machine and I'll be joining the sides on 1.5 inches all the way down. Alright guys, I'm done with the joining of the side of the gown. Now we have to fix the sleeve of the gown. Please, I drop a link below on how to draft a basic sleeve. I don't want this video to be too long, so I've gone ahead to cut out my sleeve. So you can see this is the sleeve we'll be using, a 3/4 sleeve. So now we'll join it with the sides of the gown like this and flip it to the other side like this. So I'll go to the sewing machine and I'll be sewing this all around the armhole. I will sew for this sleeve and I will sew for the other sleeve also. Alright guys, I'm done with the fixing of the sleeve. You can see how it is. So now we have to work on the collar. You know this style has a bishop collar, and please, I have a link below on how to draft a bishop collar. Please check the description box, you will see it. I just want this video to be fast and quick. So now I've cut out my bishop collar and I passed a loop through it. I'm done sewing it. I passed the loop through it because the style has a button. I'll be making use of a button at the collar. So now I've sewn this and I've given it a good press. Now we have to join this to the gown. So to join this, you'll be fixing this like this. This place has a stay, the lining, so we'll be fixing the lining to the back of the gown. You can see the way I do it. This is how we do it, and I will sew on 1/2 inches all round. After sewing it, we use this place we've already folded in and cover it like this. You can see this is how it will be. So now let me go and sew this and show you guys what it looks like. I will sew it first, then I will come and show you guys after sewing it before I turn it and close it with this collar. Alright guys, I'm done with the sewing of the collar. You can see how I sew it. So now I'll go to the sewing machine and I will use this one. You can see I fold in the 1/2 inches already with my pressing iron. So I will use it to cover the stitch, the 1/2 inches. I use it to cover it like this all round and sew it. Now let me sew this and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, I'm done with the turning of the collar. You can see how it is. So now I will tack my button on this place and put it on it like this. You can see how it is. We're almost done with this gown. The next thing we have to do is to go to the sewing machine and fold the hem of the gown on 1 inches. So now I'll go to the sewing machine to do this and display this gown for you to see on my dress form. Alright guys, I'm done with the hemming of the gown and I've tacked in the button on the collar. Please don't forget to click on the link below. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. See you guys on my next video. God bless you.